Hello everyone. Today I want to talk about the in INT 460 computer simulations. Uh, my name is Kochi Him, and let's talk about the table of contents. It includes the background, learning objective, and the demo. So to talk about the background, um, the computer sim simulations, the topic is the kinemetrics and the theme is motions. And the target audience is the secondary school student, Form 3 students or above. So the learning objective of the kinemetrics relate to the understanding the relations of positions, velocities, and the accelerations. And the second objective is analyze the graph slope to the vary the velocity and accelerations. So let's see the demo. Here is the computer simulations website. And you can see there is the index here, include the introductions, practice, uh, the concept of the positions, velocities, and accelerations. So let's click inside to see what the introduction have. The introduction to kinemetrics, which is branches of the physics subjects and focus on the motion of the object without consider the force and causing the motions. And it's provide a framework for the student to understand how the object move in terms of their positions, velocities, and accelerations. And I embed the YouTube videos, the definitions of these
Hey, it's
elements.
Professor Dave. Let's discuss position, velocity, and acceleration.
And you can see that it's the simple introduction of these elements. So let's move on to the positions. You can see the position, which is to describe the motion of an object that you the first may able to find the position of X, where it's at any particular time. And it's also include the distance and the displacements. What is the difference of between them? Let's say the distance is always positive and the displacements could be the negative or zeros. Like you can also take a video.
Difference between distance and displacement.
So, beside this, there is the simulation. You can try it like pressing the forward button or click the backward button, and you can see the distance travel and the displacement. The meter now is the same, but and if I click the backward button, then we'll change the displacements and the distance travel. And also you can see click it again, the displacement will become negative 10 meters. And you can click reset and the red dot will appear again. So let's move on to the velocity web page. For the velocity, there is the figure to describe the relationship of the velocity, displacements, and the time. velocity is the rate of change of the position with respect to time. If you know any of two of these variable, the velocity, displacement, or the time, you can calculate the third value. Just like here, the formula, the velocity equals to the displacement derivative by the time. And let's look at another metrics. The speed vs the velocity. There is the comparison chart table, and it will simply to show what is the difference of the speed and velocity. In the one-dimensional motions, the speed has magnitude only, while the velocity has both magnitude and the direction, with the positive and the negative sides. The speed also present the numbers, while the velocity present by arrow or the directed line. And also I add the simulation of the relations, velocity and the displacement here. You can try it by moving the node and the timeline. So you can see the clear calculate of the average velocity while I changing the node, the red node. Okay, so let's move on to the accelerations. The acceleration web page will also include the videos.
People relate acceleration to high speed.
And also the formula here, like acceleration equals to the velocity over the time. And there is the two type of the accelerations. One is accelerations, and other one is the negative acceleration. And in normal, we just call it the decelerations. And then here is the example statement here. And the final simulations is moving the dog and see the vector, the speed, velocity, and changing to see the position and the acceleration will how this go on. Finally, we click to the practice page. Wait a second. The practice will include seven questions, and you can click it like the velocity answer, this one and this one. Here, identify question as the graphical questions, and click the submit button. So yes, if it returns success, it will receive the Google form for the books manager. Okay. There is the end of my presentation. Thank you.